I think when you start breaking barriers between, breaking norms, everybody seems to think that if you're an artist, the first question they'll ask you is, oh, so you do oil? We're breaking that, I think, with this generation of artists. We're kind of exploring more, whether it's prints or if it's digital art or if it's photography or I think what we're doing now, whether we're female artists or any artist really, is we're getting the idea out. Whatever does that idea best justice, we're just using that medium. It doesn't matter what it is. You have there's a cliche around being a feminist. Now everyone's like, oh, you're a feminist. I think that's stems from the fact that a lot of people who call themselves feminists actually don't know what being a feminist is. So everybody just very loosely uses the term. But I think, for me at least, being a feminist is not just saying that I want to have the same rights as that guy. I want to be treated the same. I think being a feminist means that you're saying that if I don't want people to get away with the things that they've been getting away with in the previous generations. For example, if you're being abused in some way as a woman and nobody is listening to you or believing that you are being abused, and that man or person has been getting away with it because society allows him to get away with it. Being a feminist means that you'll stand up and open your mouth and make sure that person doesn't get away with it, because as women we've kind of been suppressed for a very long time. Everyone's like, oh, she's too emotional, she doesn't know what she's talking about. When you stand up and very powerfully put your point across, I think that means that being a feminist means saying I'm going to be as powerful as that man and I'm not going to use physical force. I'm going to use. I think that all my work, whether I'm singing and writing music or whether I'm painting or taking a photograph, it's all, what is it? It's emotion driven. So I don't know, I grew up I could always talk about my feelings, but then still you're in India, you start saying something that somebody doesn't like and they're going to look at you like that, like what is she saying? She can't be talking about these things or whatever. So what I couldn't talk about openly as an Indian or as a woman in this country, I would paint about it. So that's that painting over there, which was talking about all the things that my hands have done or experienced. I've held dead people in my arms. I've drawn, I paint, I play the guitar, I've held mics, all the things. It was about my hands. So as a woman, all the things that a woman has to do, where she holds a baby, or I don't know, all the things that women do, they cut, they chop, they do all kinds of things. So I think the way I look at life in the definition of whatever we're talking about right now, the way it comes through my paintings that's the way I do it. Is I always think about how it's very female driven. It's all female emotion driven. It's like I like empowering the female figure.